South Carolina lawmakers define domestic violence as it is unlawful to cause physical harm or injury to a person's household member. It is unlawful to offer to cause physical harm or injury to a person on household members. And household members meaning those persons that are male and female who are married, formerly married, or live together, formerly live together, or male and female who have a child or children in common. And if they fit that definition of a household member, then it's unlawful to actually cause harm or to offer to cause that harm. In the city of Columbia, just on last year, we had more than 700 cases of domestic violence. Thus far this year, we have over 500 cases.
I think more people are speaking up. The more we keep it in the news, the more we keep talking about it, just with the recent incidents of, involving the NFL, the more we talk about it, the more people are aware of what criminal domestic violence is, and they will report it. We try to encourage them to talk, not in a forceful way, but when they're comfortable, because we always want to keep that level of communication open with someone who's been involved in criminal domestic violence. We don't ever want them to feel like they can never report it, but until they're ready. Now, if there's a serious situation where, life or death is in the balance of this thing, yes, of course, we'll try to encourage them to, really get out of this situation. But when a person isn't ready to get out of criminal domestic violence, you can't force them. And you just have to be patient with them until they're ready to get out of it. How can coworkers help or family help in that matter? If they're not ready, still encourage them to try, allow them a place to vent, a place to talk, and help them do an escape plan when they're ready. If they're not ready, again, they're not going to leave. But when they're ready, help them be their escape plan, and allow them to vent, allow them to talk. Because in criminal domestic violence, the majority of the time, the male is watching who they're with, watching who they conversate with, watching when they go to work and who they spending their time with at work. But if they have someone that they can confine in at work and tell them some things or write them letters and give it to them, and you hold on to my driver's license, or you hold on to this, you hold on to this cash, so when I'm ready to escape, then I can get out of the matter. So you can encourage them that way, or just be an ear. Just be an ear. We have several resources that we use, definitely through our Victims Advocate. We work very well with our Victims Advocate. We're located in the same offices, so we're able to communicate regarding cases. And there are several resources that the Victims Advocate use, as well as the police department use, for the victims that they will recommend.
It's challenging, but rewarding at the same time, because you do all you can to help, because our job is to protect and serve. And we try not to leave no stones unturned when it comes to helping a victim. Whether they choose to go forth with it or not, we let them know the options. And when those there are some victims that come back and say thanks, so and then there are some that say, hey, let's stop it right here. But again, they still know what options are out there for them. So it's challenging for me. It challenged me in a way, and I'm saddened in a way when they don't go forth, because again, at the end of the day, I don't want to lose a life. I want anybody to be severely injured. I would add that all too often we encourage the public to help, because this is a community. This is a City of Columbia issue, It's a South Carolina issue. It's a national issue. We encourage the public to get involved, because all too often those victims, it takes them a while to prepare in their mind to get to that place where, I do need to get out of this situation, and that's understandable. So we need the public to step forth. The more we illuminate it, then the more it'll hide itself. Crime hides or lurks in the dark.